Hey, this is Fish Daddy Joe. I've got a video for you today trying to get through some of the confusion with the GoPro, the Insta360, and how to be able to take a GoPro file and put it into Insta and be able to manipulate it, do tiny planets, do reframing, anything you want with it. Plus, there's one feature the Insta Studio has that GoPro doesn't. Stay tuned for that. The first thing you want to do is find your 360 video .360 from your GoPro. I usually take the SIM card and put it into my computer on my Mac, and that way I can do everything on my desktop. If you do it on the phone app, it's going to be a little bit different. But the first thing you want to do is open the GoPro player app. You can either click on the 360 or open with. It'll open with either one. As you can see, you can scroll around and do everything you can in the 360 that the GoPro app allows you to do. And it's a great app for doing the reframing, keyframing, and so forth, cutting, stitching. But there are still some features that the Insta player has that's even better. And I'm going to take and cut this video down to about 20 seconds to make it a little bit easier for this demonstration. And once you do that, you take and you go up, and what you want to do is you want to export it. And I like to export it as the 3K highest possible, but I go in to advanced options, and here I like to change the one codec to the H.264. Sometimes I do the ProRes, but H.264 is usually plenty enough. The World Lock, Horizon Lock, I'll leave as is, and then I'll take and or export the file, and it will export as a MP4, and you can pick whatever directory you want to put it in. I have a test directory on my SSD drive that I like to do. This usually, depending on the size of the file, doesn't take that long to export it. This one was in real time. You want to locate your file. Then I close out the GoPro player app, and then I'll get the Insta360 app open. Once that's open, you can open files, or you can click on the plus to bring in your file. You could drag and drop too if you wanted to. Once I locate the file, the MP4 Preserve Bike Ride, I'll click on it. That'll bring it into the Insta Player app that I can do the adjusting. As you can see, you can do a lot of the same things, pretty much everything you can do in the GoPro app. But the difference is this will take an MP4. The GoPro, it does a 360, a .360. Insta usually does their own, which is a .insta. But with this, you can do Tiny Planet really easy. You can click up at the top there and change it to Tiny Planet. You could export this right there and have a Tiny Planet where you're driving around on it. You can manipulate it in a bunch of different ways. Really good app. Once I found out how to do it with exporting out of GoPro player. You have to export out of GoPro player. It won't take the .360 file. Then you can take and again manipulate it. Here's the thing that I really like about this is you get your subject in frame. Now this is a feature that we all wish the GoPro player app would have, and that's tracking. There's a couple different ways you can track here. It will automatically identify with the little crosshairs there, or you can make a box around the object you want to track. This tracking takes a little bit, so I'm speeding it up, but the time it takes to do this process is well worth it. You can keyframe, reframe, and get the same results, but they're definitely not as smooth, and it takes a heck of a lot more time to do it. This is really a great feature that they put on the Insta Player app. It will keep them. You can also tell it to keep it in center, but when you start out, it pretty much goes that way. So the best thing I can recommend is just getting in there and playing with it. There's so many different things it does, and I hope to do some more videos in the future because there is a lot of confusion. I was trying to figure out a lot of things on the GoPro and the Insta app and 360 videos in general. So stay tuned for some future videos, and hope you'll enjoy it. Thanks for watching.